Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to do Algebra 1 Regent for June 2018. We're going to do part 1. The part 1, the solution for 4p plus 2 is less than 2p plus 1 is. So the first step, I can divide the whole equation, the whole inequality by 2, so I get 2p plus 1 is less than p plus 5 now. Minus 1, so I get p plus 4 is less than 2p. Minus p, so I got p is less than 4. So the answer is 4. Question number 2. If kx equal to 2x squared minus 3 radical x, then k9 is. So I'm going to just plug in, it's 2, 9 square minus 3 radical 9. So it's 2 times 81 minus 3 times 3. So it's 162 minus 9 giving me 153. 153. So the answer is 4. Question number 3. This expression is equivalent to, so I have to distribute, so I got 3x squared plus 6x minus 9, and I'm going to distribute on the 4, so I get 16x squared minus 28x plus 20. Now 3x squared minus 16x giving me negative 13x squared. 6x minus means it's a plus. 28, it's 34x. Negative 9 minus 20 giving me negative 29, so the answer is 2. Question number 4. The zeros for that equation is, so I am going to use the AC method. So the A value is 1 and the C value is negative 24, so giving me negative 24. I'm looking for something, the difference is 2. Negative 2, the difference is 2. So now the factors are 124, and here is the difference, 2, 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. The differences here 23, here is 11, here is 5, here is 2, so I'm going to pick up 4 and 6. So it's x squared minus 6x plus 4x minus 24. The common factor here is x, so I get x minus 6. The common factor here is 4, I get x minus 6. So I get x plus 4 multiplying by x minus 6. Now the values are going to be negative 4 and 6. So the answer is 3. Question number 5. The box plot below summarize the data of the average of a monthly high temperature in degrees Fahrenheit for Orlando, Florida. Now he asking you about the third quartile. So that's the minimum. That's the first quartile. That's the second or the mean. And that's the third. So the third comes at 90. So the answer is 2. Question number 6. Joe wants to buy strawberry and raspberry. To bring to a party, strawberry cost 1.6 per pound. So strawberry, now the symbol for strawberry is X. Okay, so X, and it costs 1.6 per pound. Now, and the raspberry is 1.75, and the symbol is Y. So that's the raspberry, and that's raspberry, that's strawberry. and she has only 10, so she can't spend more than the 10, or exactly the maximum she can spend is 10. So I should have 1.6x plus 1.75 should be less than or equal 10. So the answer is number 1. Now, on the main floor of the Kodak Hall at the Eastman Theater, the number of seats per row increases at a constant rate. Stephen counts 31, so third, 31, and 6, 37. And he needs the 20s. So now, I'm going to find the D, which is 37 minus 31 divided by 6 minus 3, giving me that 6 divided by 3, giving me 2. Okay, so now I know D equal to 2. D equal to 2. So for A3, it's equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D. So it's A1 plus the 3 minus 1 is 2 times 2, and the 31. So it's 4. A1 equal to 31. So A1 equal to 27. For A20, it's A1 plus 19D, that's N minus 1. So 27 plus 19 times 2, it's 27 times plus 38, it's giving me 65. So the answer is 1. Question number 8. Which order base below isn't a solution for that equation? So I'm plugging. So F0 equal to 0 square minus 3 times 0 plus 4, which is 4. So this one is solution. Now F5 equal to 5 square minus 3 times 5 plus 4, which is 29 minus 15, giving me 14. So it's solution. Now negative 1. If negative 1, negative 1 square minus 3 times negative 1 plus 4, giving me 1 plus 3 plus 4, giving me 8. So the answer is 4. The answer is 4. Question number 9. Students were asked to name their favorite sports. So we have a table. What's the percentage of the students choose soccer as his favorite sport? So first I have to add all the numbers. So here it's extend here. So that's going to be 126. That's going to be 99. That's 25. And the total is going to be using the calculator. From here to standard. So the numbers are 126, 126 plus 99 plus 25, giving me 250. So out 250, I have 99. So 999 out 250. So 39.6 times 100. So the answer is number 1. So 250. The students who playing soccer is 99. So 99 divided by 250 times 100. It's coming up by 39.6. Now, question number 10. Now, if this trinomial can be expressed as, so now I'm going to test, or I can use the AC method plus 49. So 49 positive times 1, 49. What are the factors? 49 and 1, 7 and 7 comes up by 14, so 7 and 7. So x squared minus 7x minus 7x plus 49. Now, what's the common factor here is x. I get x minus 7. What's the common factor here? Negative 7. I get x minus 7. So I get x minus 7 times x minus 7, which can be expressed by x minus 7 all square. So the answer is 1. Question number 11. The function is defined at 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 7, 2. Is asked to create one more order of the function, so it keep a function. So to keep it a function, I cannot have repeated x value. So I cannot have 0, I cannot have 2, I cannot have 5, I cannot have 7. So I cannot have this one, I cannot have 0, I cannot have 5. So the answer is 4. The answer is 4. Question number 12. The quadratic equation is rewritten in form of x plus b all squared equal to q. What is the q value? Means in another way, we want you to complete the square. So x squared minus 6x equal to 12. So negative 6 divided by 2 all square, that's giving me negative 3 all square, that's giving me 9. So I have to add 9 for both sides. And in that case, it's x minus 3 all square equal to 21. So the answer is 21. Negative 6 divided by 2, that's negative 3. Square it. Oh, he's asking about the b value. So the v value is negative 3. That's the b. And the q value is 21. So you're asking about the b. The b is negative 3. So answer is 3. Question number 13. Which quadratic equation has the smallest minimum? Okay. So here the minimum is negative 6 value. Okay. Here the minimum is 2, 1, 2. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's negative 10. Now I have to find the vertex here and the vertex there. So here x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 7. So here the minimum is negative 7. What I did, I completed the square. I added 1 and I subtract 1. So negative 1 minus 6 giving me negative 7. And that's going to x plus 1 minus 7 square. And this is a k and this is a value. That's the minimum. Now I'm going to find that one. It's x squared plus 7x plus 10. Now I'm completing the square. So it's x squared plus 7x. And now I have to add 7 over 2 all square. So it's going to be 49 over 4, and it's going to be 10 minus 49 over 4. So if you're looking, that's going to be negative 9 over 4 for the key value. So the one with the least amount is going to be number 2. 13 is number 2. I don't have a graphing calculator, but I'm showing you the manual. You can plug in there for these two and find the minimum value. Question number 14. Which situation isn't linear? So linear means I have a steady rate for increasement. So I don't have multiplication, I don't have division. So a gym charged membership of a $10 down and $10 per month. Per month, that's correct. So every month I have the same amount. That's per mile. Yes, so every mile. That's per hour. Here I multiply this percentage. So this is one. So number four. So all of this has a 1, 2, 3 has steady rate of change. So that's all of them are linear except number four because I am multiplied by ratio. Now the Utica boiler maker is a 15-kilometer road race. Sarah is signed up to run this race and has done the following training run. Now, so means I have to know the conversions. Okay, let me try to get the conversion. Conversion chart is here. So 10 mile. So the conversion 1 mile is 1.690. So 1 mile equal to 1.609. 1 mile equal to 1760 yard. 1 mile equal to 5,280. Okay, I get the conversions now. Now, 10 miles is going to be 16.09. I multiplied here by 10. 4 feet. So I have to know, I have to divide. So I'm using the calculator. I have to divide 44880 sorry, divided by 5280. 528 divided by 5280 is giving 8.5 miles. Okay, so this one is 8.5 miles. Now I have to divide again by 1760. 15560 divided by 760 give me 88. Okay, 8.8 miles. 8.8 miles. Okay, now I have to convert again the miles to kilometers because he asking about kilometers, or I can convert the kilometer to mile. I think doing it the 10 kilometers is much easier. So because I have the conversion for only miles, so I have 15 kilometers divided by 1.609 giving me 15 kilometers divided by 1.609 giving me 9.32. So the answer is going to be number one because the 15 kilometers is 9.3 miles and this is 8.5 and the other one is 8.8. That's the only one that's coming correct. So the answer is one only. Question number 16. If function of x equal to x squared plus 2, which interval describe the range? So what happened? This is a quadratic equation. Means I don't have a negative value. I don't have a negative value. But since it's moving up by 2, I exclude it from 2 to down. So what does it mean? It started from 2 to positive infinite. So the answer is 3. Starting from 2 positive infinite. Question number 17. The, the amount Mike gets paid weekly can be represented by expression 2.5a plus 290. That's a linear equation. A is the number of the cell phones of the accessories she sells. So first, what's the 290 without making any calls? That's what she has to get. And that's the rate for change for every call. So 2.5 is going to be for every call. Now, 2.5, the amount is guaranteed, no, because if he didn't, he might not making any calls. 2.5 earns when he calls a accessories. No, because that's the number of the cell phone accessories he sells when he sells a accessories. Okay, because it's not the amount only he earns because he have a fixed one. Now the guarantee one is number three. The number three, 2.9, $290. So the answer is three. Question number 18. Why I excluded two? Because he earned fixed amount 290. Question number 18. We have a cubic function graph on the axis below. Which function represents that function? Here, x equal to 1, x equal to negative 1, x equal to negative 3. I got the 0 and I make the parentheses x minus 1, x plus 1, x plus 3. So I have to multiply x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 3. So the answer is 2. Now, 19. Mrs. Allard asked her students to identify which of these polynomial below are in standard form. Standard form means I start by the highest exponent going in a decrease way. So in I have to start by the highest exponent. So the highest exponent here was for the first one is 4, yes, but it should follow by the 2. So it's not in order. Here, that's going in order. That's correct. This one also going on order. Now, so 2 and 3 are correct so far. Number 1 is incorrect. Taylor said 1 and 2, so anyone saying 1, I have to exclude them. Suzanne said number 2, no, because I have 3 also working. Now, Fred said 2 and 3 because the exponents are decreasing, that's correct. Okay, and this about 3 terms polynomial can have more than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as much as you can, but should be in order of decreasing the exponent. So the answer for 19 is 3. Question number 20. Which graph doesn't represent a function that always increasing over the interval from -2 to 2? So now I'm going to look from -2 to 2. It's increasing. From -2 to 2. Here it's increasing, after that decreasing. So this is a 1. Okay. So for 20 is 3. If you're looking for the other one, from 2 from 2 to -2, increasing. From -2 to 2, it's increasing. So number C, only the one. Question number 21. An ice cream shop, the profit BC is modeled by the function BC equal to 0.87C, where C represents the number of ice cream cones sold. An appropriate domain for this function. So the domain, if you plugged in, you can't sell with a minus. So I start from 0. And it's going for increase. So any integer more than or equal 0. Any integer more than or equal 0. Why I can't use the rational one? The rational one, because I can't still have a cone or quarter cone, either cone or no. That's why I said it's any integer, so I can't pick up a rational number. If you can divide it, so it's in that case you can use a rational number. Now, how many real numbers solution does this equation? So in that way, I have to use the quadratic form, or I can use the discriminant part. What is the discriminant part? B squared minus 4ac. The b is square 2 square is 4 minus 4 times 5. So it's giving me 4 minus 80, giving me negative 76. A negative number that's going to be under the radical. So it's imaginary or doesn't exist. So that's why the answer is zero solution. Zero solution. Okay. Question number 23. As students were asked to write a formula of the length of a rectangle. So the first step, there are three responses. Okay. The first response, so now I minus b minus 2w equal to 2l. I can divide by 2, so l equal to b over 2 minus w. So it's the same like half b minus w. So 1 is correct. And if you're distributing this one, so it's going to give me the same separation, that's correct. And that's also correct. If you divide, it's going to give you the same answer. So the answer is 4, with all of them in the same formula. Now, the last one. If an equal to n times an minus 1 and a1 equal to 1, what's the value for a5? So I'm going to plug. So a2 equal to 2 times a1, which is 2 times 1 is 2. Now, a3 equal to 3, a2, which is 3 times 2 equal to 6. a4 equal to 4, a3, which is 6 times 4, it's 24. a5, so it's 5 a4, which is 5 times 24, giving me 120, so the answer is 3. That's the end for the part 1. Hope you understood. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.